Well, as you guys remember, a couple of days ago we went to Westminster to report from another anti-Israel protest with all the Islamists and the far left going hand in hand, trying to cause disruption. But for once, the Metropolitan Police did a good job. They contained the situation, got rid of them quickly, even though they were blocking the roads and Westminster Bridge. But apart from the overall praise of the Met, they still did a classic double standards and hypocrisy. Hypocrisy of the Met is going to be exposed right here on this channel in this video. When I left Westminster, we were still seeing people going into Westminster Station, right? With their signs and flags and everything else. Now, some of the signs that we showed you during the live stream were quite aggressive. A couple of them that we're going to show you again showed them saying we have to honor the Islamist martyrs in Gaza, the Hamas side. We have to say glory to the martyrs and all this. And somehow the police didn't seem to care. When the police was approached, they were very blasé about it, saying, oh, they've gone to the tube, it's fine. It's the British Transport Police's problem now. But it gets worse. Let's watch this.
Officers, just so you know, you've got people with signs down there saying honour the martyrs walking onto London Underground.
Okay.
It's not great.
We've got British Transport Police down there. So.
Yeah, it's not great though, right?
So the reaction from the police was, yeah, it's okay. We got the British Transport Police down there. They'll deal with it, right? You were already standing outside the police station, the train to tube station. Why would you not talk to them or arrest them or whatever, or remove them when they're about to go into the tube station? I mean, if we're going to go with the police guidelines, they promised that they're going to go and tackle hate and anybody inciting violence. They don't seem to care. This is the guy I'm talking about, the sign carrying, honor the martyrs, glory to the martyrs or whatever.
Do you know you've got someone with a sign over there saying honour the martyrs walking onto London Underground?
I didn't notice.
Yeah, it's comforting, isn't it? Very comforting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's worth thinking about, isn't it?
No one cares. Now, there's one thing to say, that of course, everybody has the right to protest. Free speech matters. But we still have basic rule of law. So if you incite violence, and if you're spreading hate like that to incite violence, then obviously the police should do their job. And we're saying it because that's what the police say. But we have, again, different layers of policing in this country. Because they really care about maintaining the peace. They always say that, right? But when it's one way. So if a group of Islamists go to McDonald's and harass their families who want to eat cheeseburger with their kids, they have the right to cause disruption. But if one person, pro-Israel, they're walking on the street and the protesters are coming, so he decides to say, yeah, Team Israel, or Israel exists, the police remove them. Because they are the problem. They are provoking the Islamists. Watch this.
Israel does exist! Israel does exist! Israel does exist! How is that a breach of the peace? Please explain to me how that is a breach of the peace. Are you a copper? Are you a copper? Please explain to me how that was a breach of the peace.
No, it's likely it's called a breach of peace what you're doing.
What, for someone to attack me, do you think?
Possibly.
Do you think I'm threatened here? Do you think I'm under threat?
Mate, I'm not going to get into nuances and stuff like that.
It's not nuance.
No.
Am I under threat?
Let me finish, I'm speaking.
Will a terrorist attack me?
What are you talking about? Let me finish. I'm not going down whatever narrative you're trying to put
Are you
forward.
trying to put a narrative onto me?
No, I'm not putting that on you. I'm saying why I'm asking you to step aside. Okay? You're coming here with potentially antagonistic things. That is likely to cause a breach of the peace. So I am going to ask you not to go in that crowd and start saying things that are going to antagonise people
for my
and
own
cause
safety.
A breach of the peace.
How is that going to cause a breach of the peace?
I believe you understand that, sir.
I don't.
You
Genuinely.
do. I believe you do. And I believe you're just asking me this for the sake of asking me. Okay?
Not necessarily.
I'm not here for a discussion. I'm here for a job that I'm carrying out. Okay?
What does your
And the police just walked away. Now, the real problem we're currently facing is, firstly, let's just say, I fully understand the basic concept of if someone is going to be potentially intentionally or intentionally antagonize or provoke someone or a group of people, then you deal with it, right? But why is it always one-sided? So when one person is just walking on the street and he just sees the protesters coming towards him, so he expresses his views, here's a problem, right? But if those people who are going around creating breakaway protest groups illegally, going to illegal routes, just random roads and streets, and targeting, shouting at the British public on the streets, they're provoking the public, but the police don't do anything about it. Do you know why? The difference is they are more in numbers, and the police are terrified of the PR backlash. This is the problem that we have. At best, apart from the rest of the police leadership, some of them you'd be like, well, do they actually want to tackle this problem or not? Let me know what you think. I'm Tousi, and we are the media.